Oh, hey man, I was just about to jump in the car to head over to your place for the old Monday meeting.
That's why I called you. I'm pretty sick. I'm not going to be able to do the meeting tonight. Yeah,
Oh, really? What's wrong?
yeah. I don't know. Influenza?
Jeez, I wouldn't want to catch that.
No.
Maybe, I hate to leave it the last minute, but I guess we could just do it tomorrow night and then.
No, I'm pretty sick, man. I probably won't be able to do it either night.
Oh, really? You're that sick?
Yeah, I'm like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Oh man, that sucks. We had such a good show last week. I wanted to repeat the magic, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess just, your health is more important than the show, so just get plenty of rest and liquids, and we'll see you next week, and I'll just get Lee or someone to fill in for you.
No. I'll be good for Wednesday. No, I'll be good for Wednesday.
So, okay, maybe since I have you on the phone now, then we can start going over the notes for the show, and then it'll have time to
Yeah,
sink in. And
I'm I should get some pills. You'll believe anything.
what?
Hello?
Sorry, you trailed off, and then I heard something about believing something. What? Hello?
Six is up. Anybody to come to Tony? There's no music or anything on that. And three, two, one. Go ahead, Tony.
Hey everybody, it's North Shore Live, and I'm your host Tony Coast. But it's not just me here. We've got director Danny, and camera op Dustin, and Heather, and Larry, and Lee, and Fear, and this fellow right beside me, Wayne. What's going on there, Wayne?
Hey guys.
Hey. Yeah, a little different intro. We're trying something new here at Wranglers. We're still at Wranglers. We got a little backdrop here. And we thought, you know what, for this week, let's just do a cold open and, forego the whole, the actual intro to the show.
Gives us more time to talk too.
Exactly. In all reality, Tony forgot to include the actual intro in the intro, cold intro.
You weren't supposed to tell them.
Yeah, I know, whatever. I'm all about being open and transparent here.
Yeah, right. I can see right through you.
That's what transparent means.
I know that.
Oh, okay. That was a pretty funny joke. So, what's everybody at home think about this new setup that we have here now? It's a nice little black backdrop behind us. Some light,
backdrop.
little lightsaber action and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Why are you on the good Jedi color and I am on the orange, like Grievous?
Well, you don't have to look at it like that.
Never really noticed that until now that you say that.
Oh no, it wasn't by design or anything. It's not like I'm trying to make people subconsciously think that I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy. Like wait, which side am I on? I'm on the left or right? Yeah, I'm on the right side. Yeah, so I suppose that is kind of. Anyway, interesting intro this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's different. I mean,
Looks like I'm gaining a little weight again. I lost some, and it looks like I found it.
oh, speaking of gaining weight, I think we have a picture from last week's show. Whenever Wayne had an allergic reaction to the those hot sauce.
Yeah.
I purposely didn't let anybody from the crew see those pictures, just because I knew that it was going to get a good reaction.
Actually, a buddy of mine, Sean, sent those to me. And you know how when a friend of yours sends something and you're like, what an idiot, like that, but then you're like, it's pretty funny. And I was like, yeah.
man, I think that's just funny all
That's really,
around.
yeah, that's really funny.
Whenever Wayne showed me that picture, I'm like, that's hilarious. They modified it so you're like, so you don't have any hair and you have a mustache. He's like, yeah, and it made me like really, really fat. I was like, oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I was distracted by that chrome
Yeah,
dome
sure.
mustache thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
A little red in that pic. I look a little red,
yeah, Wayne's a little red in that picture.
and you're a little red today.
You know what? My sunburn did dissipate a little bit. I usually am pasty pale all summer long, but on what day was that? I think it was Friday or something. I mean, I can't even remember what day of the week it was now, but Sunday or something. Anyway, I was out with Miss Carla and a bunch of her dancers. Danny's got a little pre-tape that we can play some visual. I think that there's some of her dancers are watching at home, excited to see some of this footage. So if anyone was driving by the old site where Maritime Steel used to be, and they saw a bunch of people doing some choreographed dancing and stuff like that, and a big camera jib and all that other stuff, then, well, this is what was going down. And it was really fun. I was a bit of a bonehead and didn't wear any sunscreen the entire day. And, well, I'm not used to being outside, so I forget things like that.
I gotta say, years ago, I never really looked at like dancing and like extreme cheerleading and stuff like that as like an active activity. And then my daughter started playing in the extreme cheerleading, and the same with dancing. I don't think I could do 90% of the stuff they're doing.
Oh yeah, no, it's a crazy discipline. I've been working with like all those girls there, and I don't know if all of them, but there's a few of them there. I've been working, like taking pictures and shooting video with them since they were like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years old, I think. Which, yeah, I'm getting old. Every time I work with them, I'm reminded of that.
Of course, you're getting old. Just ask your beard.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a lot of gray in that beard, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh well, and yeah, no, that's a really exciting thing that we're working on, and we're gonna be shooting again coming up in a few days. Which, you know, last week we had a really good episode. The week before was pretty rocky because I missed one day. We had a storm and it knocked out my power, and I had no power for about 24 hours. So it made the rest of my week like a living hell because this is a full-time job, getting all the pre-tapes and stuff ready. I didn't even have the cold intro completely ready for this week. I didn't even notice until Director Danny was like, isn't there supposed to be like an intro attached to this? Nope. Okay,
I
well,
would have.
yeah. But then, you know, next week's going to be even worse because,
What do we got special tonight that we haven't had in the show yet?
oh, we have a guest tonight. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of reminders I forgot to do because the whole intro thing threw me right off, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, not very scheduled or very good show. I mean, it's just, you know, whenever, like, days where I don't have to edit at all on this day, all I have to do is just show up and set up. Those are going to be the good episodes, but the days where I'm rushing around and doing a bunch of stuff, like I was editing until about 2 o'clock, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, we have a guest coming up. Christy Russell from the New Glasgow Farmers Market is going to be in to tell us about a little fundraiser that they have coming up. Actually, it's a fundraiser that's going to take place right here with a bunch of awesome live music, with a bunch of awesome local bands and stuff like that. It's coming up in October, so we're going to be talking about that coming up in the 4th segment, I believe. And of course, in the 2nd segment, we're going to be talking top 3, so you don't want to miss out on that. That's, of course, the segment where we ask you for your opinion at home, and then later on in the show, we're going to revisit it, and someone's going to win a little bit of a prize. So don't want to miss out on that. I believe this week is some, well, actually, you know what? I don't want to talk about it too much because I want to save that. I want to save it for later. Now, so yeah, I wanted to transition into, from talking about all those talented young ladies who were dancing in that clip to talking about something I brought up on my Facebook earlier that got people in quite the tizzy. Don't mention Greta Thunberg. Is that Thunberg? Thunberg? Don't mention her unless you have very positive, glowing things to say about her. Because if you have like, I don't know, if you're kind of like about her, then people don't want to hear that.
She sounds too much like Led Zeppelin for me to get into it, but
That's Greta Van Fleet, I think.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It's a different person altogether. No, what I was saying in my Facebook post was that I don't know. I kind of take issue with the fact that people are, you know, it's like whenever a scientist gets up and says, okay, well, here are the numbers, and you know, here's the numbers, and that's all they give you. People are just like, okay, that's not very entertaining, I guess. But a little girl gets up and has like a very accusatory tone, and then suddenly she's like being held up and stuff like that. But who's her audience? That's what I want to know. Like, who is she speaking to whenever she's saying, "How dare you, Wayne"?
The world, I think.
No, it's big businesses and like world leaders and stuff like that she's talking to. But the reason why I'm convinced that her technique isn't going to work is, well, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but there's been studies done. Whenever someone is accused of something, or whenever someone's being attacked and they go into the defensive, it actually shuts down the part of your brain that uses like logical thought, because your emotions take over and stuff like that. And that's all she's doing. So all those people that she's like, "How dare you?" Guess what they're going to do? They're going to dig their heels in twice as much as they already are, and they're not going to. I mean, you're totally zoned out. They're not going to adhere to, you know. Yes, I can see that. Thank you. They're not going to. They're not like she's just spinning her tires.
Yeah, the thing I like about it though is a lot of old white men seem to be getting really mad about it. So that's funny.
Yeah, that part's pretty great. But as I just said, her point is to try to get people over on her side. But the problem with it is all the people that are already on her side, those are the ones going, "Yeah, you tell them." But she doesn't need to win those people over. They're already on her side.
I think it's a sin more than anything, because like people try to do good things and they think it's going to change the world, but too many bad guys.
Well, there's like hundreds of billions of dollars being made,
And I'm pretty sure she showed up wearing Oshkosh Bagosh.
no name brands.
Oh yeah, no name brands.
Yeah.
No name brand.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a name brand.
Oh.
Definitely don't say that name brand,
Sorry,
because
sorry.
they're against our beloved local grocer. Anyway, we're long overdue for a break. I just wanted to get that off my chest and mostly see what people at home think. Like, should people be allowed to openly criticize the people who are speaking on behalf of them? Because again, I'm on her side. I'm very much a friend and ally of the environment, although I am drinking out of a plastic bottle right now. And I would probably never sail across the ocean. I'd just fly.
Just fly?
Yeah.
Why's that?
It takes too long to plus, you know, unless she was a sailboat, then the boat that she took probably burned as much oil as a jet probably would have.
What a little hypocrite.
Yeah, I know, right? Ugh.
Let's get her.
She's just another David Suzuki. Ugh.
David Suzukins.
Anyway, we're just having fun here, folks. But there's more fun to be had right after these commercial breaks. Hi. You know, sponsorships really keep food in the fridge. So if you have an event or business or product or something that you want to promote, why not do it in a fun and exciting new way? Contact us at facebook.com/North Shore Livestream. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go make some tomato and almond extract soup. Okay, thank you for sticking around through those commercials, folks, and through that first segment where I kind of, you know, I stick my foot in my mouth once in a while. I think that should be reason enough for people to tune in, right, Wayne?
I think so. That's why I come.
Okay, we're going to not touch on that one. So, as I mentioned earlier, anyone who's watching at home, I don't know if I did mention this earlier, actually, you should check us out on Facebook. That's facebook.com/North Shore Livestream. And once you're there, you're going to be able to play along with a little bit of a top 3 list. This week is...
I must interject. Sorry, fellas, we have an Instagram now, too.
Oh, yes, Wayne,
Yes, yes,
Wayne
yes.
started up an Instagram account that he's having a lot of fun with. So if people want to have fun along with Wayne, you can check out his posts on... but you're just putting the date down. Like, you're not really...
I'm just putting the date down and everything that's shared on Facebook. That should work.
Yeah. You should have more of your personality. Let that shine through, though.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, that would be a little off-putting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not very personable.
I think you are.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So the top 3 this week is sponsored by the New Glasgow Farmers Market. I don't want to mess up that name because the person who runs it is right over there. Yeah, no, but yeah, we're going to be giving away some market money, which is super exciting. Usually we give away a gift that, you know, we always give away super awesome and exciting gifts and stuff like that, but usually it's like, you know, it's like, you know, you get like, your nails done or something, or like maybe a haircut and stuff, but this time you're going to get money and then you get to go down to the farmer's market and spend it.
Locally?
Yeah, locally.
Most importantly.
Oh yeah, and how you see fit. And people are at home are probably screaming at their televisions and cell phones and tablets. Yeah, just get to it. Just quit your rambling and let us know what we're supposed to be saying here. So this week's top 3 list is, what was your favorite old school small business here in Pictou County that is no longer with us? And you know, if you have like a funny anecdote or something, that'll probably give you a leg up. Or if it's something super antiquated, like a typewriter repair store or something like that. I think I like that.
Horseshoe tax.
Yeah, things like that. Now, my example of an old school business that's no longer with us anymore, and one that I have a lot of fond memories with, is Busy Bee Video in Stellarton. I remember I used to rent my Nintendo games there, quite a few Nintendo games there. It was either there or I think it was West Side Video. It's West Side Video. It used to be where Subway is now on the west side, who aren't a sponsor, by the way, so forget the name I just said.
Don't name brands.
Yeah, I know. I'm super bad for the name brands. Oh, we got someone...
I know where you mean. It wasn't where Subway was. It was a little further up.
Yeah,
I remember that very well.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for saving the day, Captain Correction.
Where Subway was, there was actually a CD rental store.
CD
If anyone
rental.
remembers it. Yes, that's right, a bagel store beside it.
Bagel connection.
I remember renting an MC Hammer CD. So
That's quite revealing.
Wow, see,
I just had to correct you. I'm
right
sorry.
there, Larry would have won, right there,
Yeah,
with that
100%.
entry. And I'm also just realizing now that the camera angle that's on the fellows there, it's still set to a white balance, or sorry, a flat picture profile, which everyone who's watching at home, except for like maybe 1 or 2 videographers, are like, what's that mean? That's why it looked all washed out and stuff. It's for color grading later on. It looks better whenever you have the opportunity to color grade it, but whenever it's just straight out of the camera, not so good. We'll probably fix that during the next break. Until then, though, anybody else? What's your example here, Wayne, of a...
Mine just closed recently. And actually, the proprietor just passed away not too long ago, but I'm going to have to go with Old Titchy's, old Bob Ferguson's corner store there in Westville. They're a hunting goods store, and they had penny candy. I used to buy 5 pizza burgers and a soda for $5.
5 pizza burgers and a soda.
Four pizza burgers and a soda. I'm not a pig. so
Okay, well...
It is 4, yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Was that the one that's up by the rink?
That would be correct.
Awesome. Yeah. That's been closed for quite a while now, isn't it?
It was closed for maybe 5-10 years, but somebody else opened it up, and then they closed. Yeah.
This is fascinating for people watching at home, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Let's cut back. Well, we can't cut back. There's a little technical snafu going on behind the scenes there, but we'll throw it to the table here, see if these guys have a good
Clearly.
example. Look at that. Look at that picture profile. Nice and
There you
washed
go.
out.
Fear Lee, you guys got any examples?
Well, Larry first.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
thought he
holding
said.
the
Oh,
microphone.
he
but
corrected us.
thanks.
He didn't give his opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, I was correcting. West Side Family Restaurant. That was a good one. Yes.
Good milkshake. Yeah.
And does anyone remember when the Heather Lanes was where, like,
Blockbuster.
Easy Home and Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good time when that was.
We can say Blockbuster, but let's try not to say.
Yeah, well, video rental
The
store.
large
Yeah.
franchise video store that collapsed.
No, we can say Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster's
They're
closed.
bankrupt.
Yeah, there's only one that exists now.
Is that real?
I don't know, but can someone push the shutter on the the camera over there? Oh, this is going fantastic.
What about Fear? You have any?
There are only 2 Blockbusters left in the world, and one is closing.
Oh, that's sad.
What's your local thing?
Oh, the London Fruit and Candy Store. I used to like getting thrown out of there at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, we used to loiter there too. That's where we would buy our comic books.
Yeah, they sold me a corncob pipe when I was 15 years old.
Oh, nice.
Why I needed a corncob pipe, I'm not sure,
The
but
Cobb and Corn.
exactly.
I actually know the grandson of the man who used to own that store.
I liked the stools that they had.
It looked like a malt shop
Yeah,
from
it
like
was
the
awesome.
50s. It was
It was
awesome.
fantastic,
It legitimately was awesome. But so anyway, I'm up in Halifax partying with this guy, and he's like, "Oh, do you know anyone from? I actually have family in New Glasgow. Like, do you know the London Fruit and Candy Store?" Yeah, he's like, "That was my grandfather. Whenever he moved over from Greece, I believe, when he was a kid, the family had a little bit of money, and they're like, oh, you should open up a business." And he was 13 years old. So they're like, "Well, what do you want?" He's like, "What are you interested?" He goes, "I don't know, candy." So that's how he opened a candy
That's
store when he was
awesome.
13 years old. Yeah.
It was a
Blacksburg,
cool
okay.
store. They had a lot of great candy
Yeah.
that you can't buy now. Yeah.
Oh, and his the grandson that I was referring to, the second, I think the number 2 surfer in Canada, I believe. Anyway, there are surfers in Canada and very good ones. Well, hey, look, yeah,
Lawrencetown is good surfing.
that's where he lives.
Yeah, see, that would make sense. Cozy Corner, I think, is probably mine. I like the Cozy Corner. It burned down probably about 15 years ago, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was there too in PJ's apartment.
not a grease fire.
No.
I thought you were going to end your story right there. I was there too in PJs. You said
In PJ's? Oh
apartment.
yeah, PJ's.
PJ, yeah. So Cozy Corner.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like delicious food, good burgers, good greasy
And
food.
a jukebox.
We used to go in, because it was only like 10 cents for their jukebox, so we'd go in with $1 and just put on the same annoying, like Achy Breaky Heart, like 10 times and then just walk out, and people would yell at us. Oh, good times in the South End. Ooh. All right, I think that's it. And so jump on to Facebook. Fear's going to pop that up there, and we're going to revisit that again in, you might want to minimize your messenger there.
He's complaining about your comments about children.
Oh, okay. Someone who's
I'll fill you in.
yeah, we'll be filled
Yeah,
in.
let's do this off air.
Yeah.
Let's just-
Yeah, that's not interesting. It's people shooting off about Tony.
That's why I'm here. Nobody's
Yeah.
taking my gig.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Anyway, we're going to revisit the top 3 in segment 5, and then that's whenever you'll get to.
And what is the prize again?
It's $25, I believe, of market money. Sorry? $30. Ooh, look at that. It's bonus. So stick around after the break. We're going to have some more nonsense. Hi. Remember earlier when I cracked that joke about advertisements keeping the lights on around here? We still have some advertising spots left if anyone out there has a business or an event or an Instagram page for their cat, I don't know. Anything you've got, send us a message. That's facebook.com/North Shore Livestream. And remember, we're not looking for any money, just, something we can give away as prizes for our goofy little contests. So, looking forward to hearing from you, and for the time being, I'll let you get back to the show while I try to figure out this lighting situation. People are always asking me, Tony, how did you get so ripped? I tell you, it's not easy. It took a long time, years of dedication and hard work. I had to go to the gym every single day. The gym, by the way, that's what I call the computer that I edit on. Yep, it took me a while, but eventually I learned how to put my head on a much better looking body. If you'd like a much better looking body in real life, why don't you reach out to Lee Stewart? He's the best personal trainer in town. Ooh, thanks for sticking around, folks. Man, what a salacious show so far, Wayne. How can people tune out whenever there's so much drama and controversy being discussed?
Salacious, huh?
I think that, did I use that out of context?
I don't know what that is.
Context means like,
No, salacious.
okay. So we've got plenty more show coming up. We're only 2 segments deep. We're on our 3rd now. If you've missed out on the last segment, it was the top 3 segment. The question that was posed was, what's your favorite memory of a business that used to be in Pictou County but is no longer? Tell us a little bit of a story maybe, and why it was your favorite and why you miss it. And you might win yourself $30 towards the New Glasgow Farmers Market. That's $30 of market money. You can spend it anywhere you want. I'm pretty sure down there. You know? Yeah, awesome. You can spend it on some wooden spoons, or maybe some delicious craft beer, some delicious Roro's hot sauce, who was a sponsor last week.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of pre-tapes and stuff like that, and the reason that it reminded me of it, because last week we had a pre-tape where we went to the farmers market and tried some Roro's hot sauce, and last weekend we created another pre-tape. We went to the United Way truck pull, and it was our first. I guess it was our first fear on location, because usually it's Wayne on location, but Wayne sick as a dog over the weekend.
As a doog.
Sick as a doog, so he could not make it out to the pre-tapes and stuff like that. But Fear filled in, did a great job. So let's just check that out. A little bit of Fear on location. Oh yeah.
We're here at the United Way fire truck pull in New Glasgow, Pictou County. We kind of missed everything. We're here for the last team, so we're going to go try and find some people to talk to. So is this the first time you've pulled a truck before?
Yeah, this is my first year in Pictou. It was the first time I ever pulled this truck, so it was pretty fun though.
Do you pull vehicles anywhere else, or anything bigger, trucks, tractors, airplanes?
No, I pushed my car a couple times like to start it, but other than that I don't do much.
What do you think the biggest animal you could pull would be?
Do you want to know what I could pull or what I could wrestle?
Wrestle. Let's do wrestle.
Maybe like a fox. Can you just rocks? Do foxes wrestle?
You could definitely wrestle a fox. Yeah.
Take on a fox for sure.
So you're with the RCMP here in Pictou?
Pictou District RCMP.
Awesome. And you guys had to pull twice today?
We did. We lost count the first time. Once we get above 5 or 6, we tend to have problems with the count. So no, we had 11 people. We had too many eager bodies in the first round, so we got it down to 10 in the second round, and I think we still did I think we had a decent pull the second time as well. I think it was okay. So
You guys were moving. I couldn't pull a hatchback, so yeah. So did you guys practice pulling like squad cars or?
no practice at all. And this is actually the first time I've been part of this. I haven't been able to participate in previous years, but no training involved at all. It's just a matter of just doing your best. And
Maybe you guys could start like a rickshaw team later on.
we certainly could consider that possibility.
We could get our drunk drivers home safe that way too, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So you're from the Kick and Vixens team?
Yes, I am.
Did you guys practice with your roller skates on?
For pulling, I can't share our very deep and personal training methods because it would make us lose our edge for next year.
And is this the largest vehicle you've ever pulled before?
To date, but wait and see.
And if you had to pull like a large animal, what's the largest animal you think you could pull?
Like Do I have my teammates with me or on my own?
Go with teammates.
Okay, if I have my teammates, I'm pretty sure we could move an elephant. Definitely, definitely.
How about a rickshaw? Do you think you could do a rickshaw?
Definitely could do a rickshaw.
Maybe start a rickshaw team. You guys could get people home after your bouts.
We could. Possibly. I'm not sure that we'd really want to. Can we wear our skates? We could do the skating rickshaw team.
You could pull the rickshaw with your skates on.
I don't see anything wrong happening with that, especially in Halifax. I think skates with rickshaws would be a really fun thing.
On hills.
All downhill.
Did you guys do any practice or anything for your truck pull today?
Absolutely not.
You moved it pretty good for guys that didn't practice. Have you ever pulled like any vehicles before, or is this your first?
Yes, we did. This is actually our fourth, I believe it's our third or fourth year doing the truck pull.
Did you guys win before?
We have, yeah. I believe last year we did win.
Reigning champions.
Reigning champions, yes, sir.
And with no practice, that's fantastic. Say you guys had to like get together and pull an animal. What do you think the biggest animal you guys could pull would be?
Oh, jeez. A moose?
It would take 10 guys to move one moose. If moose don't have wheels, I get it. Have you ever thought maybe you could like start a rickshaw company when you guys are done with this, or
That would be wicked, especially in Pictou at night.
running around, people yelling at you from behind?
That's right, you know. Green.
I've been to Pictou at night. I understand.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get a cab, so rickshaw business, hey, could
You
be
could
doable.
right across the causeway.
That's a bit of a hike, but yeah, maybe after some practice.
This is where the practice comes into play.
Okay. I'll take that advice. I think that's valid. Yeah.
You guys were here last year as well?
Yes, we were the dancing princesses, and we wore tutus.
So you changed your name, the Dancing Princesses with Tutus. And you pull a truck in tutus. You guys pull any other vehicles or just trucks?
Just trucks. Just trucks. Fire trucks. Yeah.
Just fire, so you specifically fire trucks, nothing else. Do you think you could move an airplane if they needed you guys to move an airplane?
If they needed it, maybe we could do our best.
We have lots of spirit doing it.
Yes.
And say animals. You guys think you can move any big animals around, or
I'm a dairy farmer, so I work with cows on a dairy farm.
you already pull cows?
I'm strong. Yeah.
I have so many questions I want to ask right now.
She was the dairy princess.
The Dairy Princess?
Yeah, that's my nickname. Is the dairy.
We have the Dairy Princess, and you wore a tutu while pulling a truck.
Yes, I did.
You guys think maybe like when you're done with this, you said human services?
Social services.
Social services. Could maybe a social service, you guys could start like a rickshaw company to pull people around town?
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they need it.
United Way of Pictou County will be celebrating our 60th year in Pictou County next year. Although United Way is a national organization, each United Way is autonomous. We have our own board of directors, and everything that we do is focused on supporting local initiatives. We supported last year 15 agencies and 17 different programs. So if someone is very passionate about one organization and another organization and another organization and doesn't have the capacity to give to all three, by giving one donation to us, we share it.
I know I always see the thermometer getting bigger throughout the year. And how long has the truck pull been going on now?
So the truck pull has taken place for, this will be the 5th time.
Did you guys have a team in, or?
We didn't pull this year, but we did in previous years. We have a staff of 2 people right now. So if we didn't have a huge group of volunteers, we wouldn't be able to exist. So we don't have 10 people unless we pull in a bunch of volunteers, and the volunteers that we were using today, for an example, for our talk, were doing other jobs. So, yeah.
So if people want to get in contact with the United Way to make a donation or maybe volunteer some time, how would they do that?
Give our office a call anytime, 755-1754. Can email us directly. It's info@pictoucountyunitedway.ca. We have an awesome Facebook page. Drop in, 342 Stewart Street. You'll see the big thermometer outside. You can't miss us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, man, look at that. We have transitions now, Wayne. How cool is that?
I don't think that's very cool at all, actually.
Sorry, man. Wayne's upset because we've done several Wayne on locations, but this was before we had the ability. The equipment showed up a couple weeks ago. Danny is a genius. He took it and learned how to make it work and all that stuff. And whenever we finally do get to use the transitions, it wasn't a Wayne on location, it was Fear on location.
A2 Brute.
Yeah, I know, sorry. And also, but the one thing I did, I was thinking about you, I knew that you'd be very upset if I put Fear's head on your body. I didn't have enough time to make his own Fear on location thing, so I just drew glasses onto you, and it was...
Made me look like a nerd.
No, not really. I thought you looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You did all right.
Yeah,
you
thanks.
did all right there, little bud.
Yeah, I think that, and I think the Fear did great.
Yeah.
Whenever he filled in for Wayne for that Fear on location. So, and I do apologize that I showed up late. I had my wires crossed. I thought that the truck pull started at 11 o'clock. It started at 10. I showed up a little late. We missed a bunch of it. So there wasn't very much in terms of B-roll from the 2019 truck pull, but thankfully I was there in 2017 and managed to throw together a little bit of a highlight reel for them. So yeah, let's check that out. All right. So that wasn't too bad, huh? I mean, I dropped the ball this year, but at least I had the ball that I could use from a couple years ago.
That's something.
Yeah, that is something.
That's something.
Hey, look at this. We got our first official on-air live guest, Christy Russell from the New Glasgow Farmers Market. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad that you could join us. This is very exciting for us.
It is very exciting for me too.
Well, and you know what? It's just one of those things. I finally feel, Wayne, that we're legitimized.
Yeah, I don't feel too legit to quit though.
Okay, well, so maybe we'll start off, and you can tell us a little bit about the Farmers Market itself. When was the Farmers Market established?
We're in our 11th year.
Wow.
And speaking of old buildings that used to be, apparently it was in the old Zellers up there at one point.
Really?
On the main road. It's moved around a few times. So, and then I want to say bottom of Big Al's at one point. I could be wrong about that.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. See,
my not from here-ness is going to show very quickly.
yeah. And my moved around a lot during those years is definitely showing, because I don't remember any of that stuff. I only remember from being down there.
Yeah, that was about 8 years ago the dome went up.
And it's been growing ever since.
It has, yeah. We've doubled in size. So 2015 is when the new building went up. So we're now double in size. So we have about 100 vendors now. We have about 55 or 60 every weekend during the summertime, yeah. We get about 2,000 people through every Saturday.
Every Saturday, 2,000 people.
Yep.
And it seems like a number, because I'm like, wow, that's more like 1/10, that's like a fifth of New Glasgow. But then if you've been there on a Saturday, it's just like a beehive.
It's busy. Yeah.
It's super busy the whole time, and it's one of those things where...
Do you guys sell honey?
Oh, yes. We have 2 people that sell honey.
Beehive.
And the comb, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I bought some of those It's like the cloth that has the the
beeswax wraps.
Yeah, awesome. I still use it. I bought them like not this. I think it was at the very first of the summer, and I'm still using them all the time.
Well, they last a long time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when they don't stick anymore, you can get the wax from Beesy Wraps, and you can make them re-sticky. That's a technical term.
Yeah.
Proprietary term.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Don't get so scientific.
Re-sticky.
Yeah, Wayne's going to get a headache if you keep using those big words. So what else is there that people would kind of be surprised? Because a lot of people, like, when I think farmers market, I was surprised to find that there's more than just, like, fresh vegetables and things like that.
Oh yeah, well there's all sorts of crafters and artisans, and obviously your fresh meats, fruits, vegetables, all of that kind of stuff. But we rotate a lot of vendors, so you're always going to find something new. So this week we have a really full market. Some vendors are there with us every week. Some come once or twice a year as they pass through. We've got ones that come once a month. So yeah, you'll always find something new, and we're always adding new things. So as to what's a surprise, it's always a surprise. So you just have to come and find out.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Ooh, that's showmanship right there.
Yeah. Speaking of showmanship, whenever we were there the other week and talking to Roro, she, like usually, you have to talk to people a little bit and stuff like that. You're doing really good too, I must say. So what is it? Something to do with the farmers market? You guys do media training down there, or what?
We all like to talk. That's our business,
Well, that is true. And she was just awesome. And I don't think she said or like I didn't have to do any cuts or anything like that for that whole taped piece. She just went through her spiel, and then I realized you have 2,000 people come through a day. She's been hitting those
Always
beats.
be closing that row. ABC, she got that mentality, I can tell.
She's at Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, she's got real.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Okay. So she can have
Same
coffee.
thing.
She can have coffee because she's a closer.
She's a closer.
That's right. Now tell us a little bit about this the barn raising fundraiser that's
All
coming
right.
up.
So, well, we're a nonprofit, so we rely pretty much just on table fees, and then we do some grants, and I'll get some grants for different special projects. The dome, as we know, is a big tent essentially, so it's not exactly tropical in the wintertime. We took some of our funds raised and we put in some heaters, so it makes it a little less sub-zero. However, we still can't be there all year round. So what happens in January, we go from the 100 vendors down to 33-ish spaces.
A third for the layman.
Yes, yeah, good math.
Thanks.
I'm impressed. Then you go down to about 33 vendors, and so that means I either have to rotate or also math. Some people don't get to come. So we're trying to avoid that. We also don't have an eating area. So what we want to do is replace it with a barn. The barn will be insulated, heated, and we figured if making it a barn, it connects, it's right in the middle of downtown New Glasgow. It represents all of Pictou County, which has a lot of farms, and so ties everything together. So more importantly, we'll be able to have people year round. You'll be able to come and sit and eat, and people will be able to hang out all year like they do outside right now, but inside and warm.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Now, I want to wouldn't mind. I do want to go back to the fundraiser, but before I forget, when was the market money implemented?
The market money's actually been there since before. I've been managing for about 5 years now, and it's been there since before I got there. But now we have wooden tokens instead of paper because they're reusable. People turn them in. We simply take them and lend them out again. So they last a lot longer. They're more environmentally friendly, and they're kind of a cool souvenir.
Yeah.
So people are now it's sort of just catching on. It's always been around. You can spend them at any vendor. It's like old school gift card. So you can spend them at any vendor. They come in $5 increments, so you don't have to buy like $50 worth. Yeah, they look like poker chips. I suppose you could play poker with them if you wanted to, but
Yeah, they're there, right there. That's cool.
I like that.
It's pretty neato.
Yeah.
Right on.
So yeah, and so Christmas gifts, we have people buy them for corporate gifts, wedding favors, that sort of thing, and then people can come pick out what they want. So if you don't know what somebody likes or whatever, you can just give them market money.
Excellent. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you have a little.
Yeah. So I have a little big picture
Yeah.
of the barn. Where am I showing this? Over here.
Right there.
Right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So this is what the fundraising money goes
Here,
towards.
Yeah.
You're the guest. Allow me to hold it.
I was going to say, no, I'm happy with hiding behind it. Yeah, so that's basically in a nutshell what it'll look like. So obviously we're just trying to raise money now, and it will have, it essentially is a big red barn. So this will give us an eating space over on the other side, and lots of room to move and grow. So
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, Fear, if you hit F11, it makes your web browser full screen. Yeah, that's awesome. And there's some cool bands playing too, right here at Wranglers.
yeah, so October 12th. So one of the things we do to fund all this is we have fundraisers. So we had Dinner by the River on August 10th. Coming up next is a fundraiser here at Wranglers, and our friends here, and Sean and Bruce and Tanya have been awesome. And so they're helping us out because when we do fundraisers, we have to buy extra insurance. We have all these other things because we're a farmer's market, not a venue. So anyways, we've got Ryan Thompson, we've got Pat Spalding, Andrew Gillis out on the weekend. We've got Hot Mess, and we've got the Pistol Pack and Papas closing out the night. So it'll go from 5 straight till 1:30 in the morning.
Great.
And we have a silent auction. So if you check the event, you can check out all the great things up for auction.
And what's the date on that?
October 12th.
Awesome. So October 12th, if you don't have anything going on, you should come down here. And if you do have things going on, you should tell them that, I don't know, you get sick or...
You should come down here anday.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring them with you.
This is the place to be on October 12th?
October 12th.
October 12th. Awesome. Starts at 5 o'clock, goes right through until 1:30.
Okay.
And all the proceeds go to a thing that is really cool and something that's, like you said, 2,000 people a week go through there.
And it supports 100 small businesses all at the same time.
And that's the kind of thing that we're all about here at North Shore Live. It's supporting local. So thank you very much, Christy, for coming in and talking to us.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Stick around through this break, folks. We're going to get right back to that top 3 list, and we're going to give away some market money. So stick around. Oh, hello there. I was just about to grab myself a bowl for some delicious tomato and almond extract soup. But maybe since you're here, I'll prolong that and tell you all about an exciting new advertising opportunity in case you have a business or a product or an event or anything that you'd like to promote. We can help you do that in an exciting and new way. Just send us a message. That's facebook.com/North Shore Livestream. We'll hook you up with something more creative than this, I'm sure. So if you'll excuse me, I gotta go make myself some breakfast. Okay, thanks for sticking around through those commercials, folks, as loud as they are. It's probably my fault too.
Most likely.
I mix them to -6, usually industry standards -12, but by the time things go out with broadcast, it's not like my former employer, hey Danny, mixing to -18.
Love inside jokes.
Yeah.
Love to be part of one someday.
Oh well. That was awesome. Like, I want to thank Christy from the New Glasgow Farmers Market for coming in again. That was she was really, really good.
She basically nailed it, and I think I found my new co-host.
What?
The top 3.
Yeah, there's a top 3 thing that we do here on the show. We're gonna get. I got a little distracted there because I thought Wayne said something, but he obviously didn't say what I thought he did. Yeah. So the question this week was, what's your favorite, I guess, business from a bygone era, where a place that we used to frequent, but we can no longer because they're sadly no longer with us. My example was Busy Bee Video. Wayne's was
shout out to Titchy,
Bob
Ferguson's.
Titchy's Bob Ferguson's corner store. We had some other good examples here, but that's enough from us. I want to hear from you guys at home.
The smart ones.
We'll hear from all of them actually. So let's. What are the top 3 picks here this week, guys?
I meant in comparison to us, but
Okay,
anyway.
right on.
I'm going to go with purely childhood nostalgia, the old Abercrombie video. The old one. Small one on
across the
corner.
road.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fireworks and bullets.
Yeah, fireworks, lots of 5-cent candy,
Yep.
movie rentals, bullets.
Kind of had a
Parents bought me a lot of bullets.
kind of had a bit of a mildewy smell inside.
Yeah, it was great though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not dissing it. I'm saying.
So
Just saying.
it was a tough one to pick because there's a lot of good ones, but
Smelled like a
old
basement.
Abercrombie video for me.
Old Abercrombie Video. That's good.
Fizzier.
Good picks.
We just got another one come in, the Ranch House in Mulligan's.
Oh, the Ranch House.
I'm
Remember
going with
whenever
it,
you used to
man.
be able to get hammered at the mall? I suppose you can now because Boston Pizza's there.
My mother used to
Let's
love
not. We should probably stop saying name brands.
Christmas shopping and alcohol.
at the
No,
ranch
you know
house.
what? I miss the Ranch House. My mom worked at the Ranch House and Mulligan's, and that's going to be my pick.
My mother loved the baked Alaska from the ranch house.
The Ranch House made an incredible Monte Cristo.
Monte
I've yet to
Cristo.
find one close to their Monte Cristo yet. So that's my choice.
Nice.
Ming's.
Ooh.
Oh, throwback from way back.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
That one's not from back in the day, but it's just definitely
that's
a
a good
beloved
local
thing,
business.
just a beloved local business that sadly we don't have anymore. And we do have some pretty good, Asian cuisine restaurants around.
Quite a few, which much to my delight.
Yep. Yeah. Don't say the first thing.
I-
Yeah. Listen, if they want to sponsor us,
I
then
know,
we'll
I know.
talk about them
I know.
ad nauseum. We
Yeah.
put the nauseum in ads. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's a really good pick. I like that a lot. Oh man, my first job was at Ming's, washing pots and pans and getting yelled at. that was pretty much it. There was actually a funny story that no, I better not tell that one. Anyway, a couple chicken balls fell out of a little thing, and they saw me throwing them out, and they got mad at me. I was like, no, but they rolled across the floor, and they're like, yeah, you put them right back in the deep fryer, and then they're fine. Ming's isn't a place anymore. Who cares?
I know, but I don't know.
It happened, man. I'm sorry. I'm not the health inspector, but that actually happened. Like
Undercover exposés.
Undercover exposés. Friggin' right, exactly.
Yeah.
Nailing them.
So we have Ming's, the Ranch House, and Abercrombie Video to choose from.
Someone said Fibbers during the break, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't use it.
I hated Fibbers.
I loved Fibbers so much, man. That was my home away from home.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I didn't hate Fibbers. I hated people.
The people that would
And
hang
there
out
was
there.
always a bunch of people there.
It was all about. Oh, there's Fibbers in a nutshell right there. Denim popped collars. Yep.
Oh, I meant to ask you, Denim Dan, where'd you get the Canadian tuxedo?
This isn't actually denim; it's cotton. But I do have a denim shirt that I can wear if you'd like. Okay, so the top 3 picks here for this week are Mulligan's / the Ranch House, Ming's, and Larry. What was yours?
Abercrombie Video.
Abercrombie Video.
Right.
Oh man.
You know, me personally, I feel like Ming's is just almost too recent to get the nostalgic feel out of me. When I drive by it, sometimes I'm subconsciously, I still almost think it's open for a second. I'm like, oh yeah.
I get upset. 'Cause, man, no one makes chicken balls like them. You find little hairs in them and stuff like that. No one's
You're
good.
bashing the Ming's.
Sorry, guys.
So that doesn't really tap into my nostalgia.
Yeah.
And the Abercrombie Video and Variety. Abercrombie Video is across the road, so I still don't get it. I got to go with the Ranch House for my choice. If you want to make a different one, and we can rock paper scissors over it, but I'm going with the Ranch House.
Man, I have so many fond memories involved in Abercrombie Video, and going there like with my friends when. Well, it's legal now, so I could probably say we got high beforehand. Yeah, and then we get our munchies and our snacks there, mostly because they just have stoned teenagers working behind the counter, so they didn't really mind that we were bumbling around. So, you know what? But man, like I didn't ever get drunk at the ranch house.
You never get drunk at the ranch house?
I think it was gone before I was of age.
Me too, but if we're going for the whole nostalgia feeling, Mings and Abercrombie Video just still feels fresh in my heart.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know.
Okay, so I think we have, is there another one coming in?
Yeah, I mean, there's still people commenting, more things rolling in.
I have one from a text message.
One from a text message. What do you got?
My mom doesn't do Facebook, but she said Homer's Donuts.
Homer's Donuts.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, apparently it was beside Crofters. They talk about it every time we go there.
Crofters. Yeah, it was beside Crofters. Homer's Donuts. Don't remember that one. Huh. Boy, whose idea was it to bring up all these businesses? Because all we do is we're just keep naming businesses that are still in operation who are also not sponsors. Which, by the way, thank you. We love our sponsors, and you know,
more than those other clowns that are sponsors.
Craig's by Mail or Craig's on Main, and Stacy Peters, nail technician. She's fantastic.
Who else do we have? We have Roro's.
Roro's hot sauce. She was great. She's still fantastic.
And now the farmers market.
And the farmers market.
To add to our repertoire.
Fly By Night Comics. Actually, Fly By Night was, I believe, our first one ever.
Yeah, they first signed on.
Yep. Fly By Night Comics, cards and collectibles. You'll find all three there.
Yep.
I believe. Yeah, sure. And more. Yeah. You know what? Let's give it to the to Ranch House. Yeah, we're going to give it to the Ranch House and Mulligan's, because those are places. Although I didn't get to have fun there.
I ate a lot of food from there.
I don't. You know what? Swear to God, I've never been in either establishment.
The best part about the Ranch House as a child was when you waited for your food, your parents would give you quarters, and you could go to the old arcade right up the hall.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sparkles Arcade. I should have said that for my.
They're still in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's give it another. Yeah, let's just keep naming more businesses.
People aren't going to sponsor us if you just say it anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I know thousands of people are watching at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, also, if you do want to have your name in our credit or in our crawl at the beginning of the show for an hour, we just basically have like logos go around. I'm too lazy to take previous sponsors out, so you'll probably just be grandfathered in and just be in there forever. So. You hook us up with $25 worth of stuff. We mention you on the show, and then people see your logo forever.
And we'll also probably repeat your name multiple times throughout many other episodes while we stumble through trying to make up time for content.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good call, Wayne. That's a very good call. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's about that. Whoever said Mulligan's and the Ranch House, you're taking home 30 market money dollars.
I got you, boo.
Cool, awesome. That's got you, boo. Right on. So that threw me right off. Anyway, we have another commercial break to go to, and we got one more segment left for you folks, so stick around. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. I was just going to make some delicious tomato and almond extract soup. Sorry, it's so close to my face I could smell it. If you have an event or a business that you would like promoted, send us a message on Facebook. That's facebook.com/North Shore Livestream. We could help you do that. Sorry, I'm trying not to breathe out of my nose. We could help you do that in an exciting and fresh new way. It'll be more fresh than these ketchup packets, because I think they might have expired a couple months ago. But hey, look, it's the other thing I got. So anyway, breakfast time. I'll let you get back to the show.
Welcome back to North Shore Live. My name's Wayne Russian.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh, sorry, bud. That just kind of slipped, I guess.
Kind of happened. Did you work that out with Danny? I noticed he cut to your shot. Like that was something you guys.
No, no, there was nothing.
Okay. All right. I think it's time to have a little bit of a talk with everybody. Not you at home. You guys are doing great. But I've noticed something's going on here on set. The last couple days, weeks, months. I try to be a nice guy. I try to be the cool boss. I don't want to boss people around. But everything just, whenever I don't do that, kind of turns into a bit of a disaster. So it's just one of those things where I have to kind of like lay this hammer down on people. And I just want to be the good guy.
Look at
but
this
sometimes
guy.
I can't be the good guy.
Who does he think he is?
He wants to be the bad guy. I want to be
Lap
the
it
bad
up,
guy.
buddy.
Because
You know
I love
what?
cats.
It's all
Like
going to
having
be
your own.
mine,
Like,
chucklehead.
He doesn't mind if whenever I
The Wayne train is leaving the station. He's taking the show with him.
Don't be scratchy.
Don't worry, though, you hapless milksop. I'll let you stick around.
Usually he doesn't, though.
I mean,
He's a good boy.
somebody's got to do the editing.
I feel good. Every once in a while.
Oh, God, I'm hungry.
Lay the hammer
Where
down.
should I stop on the way home?
Pull on the cat's tail. Not really.
Burger?
Cat abuse.
Pizza?
Wouldn't want to abuse my cat.
Sub, baby?
And sometimes
Why limit myself?
when I'm in the middle of
World's my oyster.
it looks like I get distracted.
Ooh, sushi. Yeah, that'd be nice. I can never get out of here anyway.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be.
This guy's a chatty Cathy. What's he going on about anyways? Wait. Uh-oh. Did he stop talking?
Well, we're waiting.
What?
What do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
So you think I should treat you guys the way that Kim Jong-un treats everyone in North Korea?
Well, he's doing a good job over there, isn't he? Yeah, definitely.
Unbelievable. You weren't paying attention to a word that I was saying, were you?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Nope. All right, well, I think it's probably just best if we move on from that. Anyway, what else we got here? Last week, actually the first week I should say, we do these, we like to give things away here. That's why we're always looking for sponsors and stuff like that. Not because we want things.
And not because it's the only way people watch us.
Yeah, sure it helps, but no, I think that the first week it was haircuts that we were giving away, so we had everyone take pictures of their messy hair, and then we used those pictures to say, hey, this person could really use a haircut. And then the second week, we were giving away, was it the pedicures? Or pedicures, manicures. Sorry, that's the mandibles, manicures. So then people, sent us in pictures of their broken nails and things like that.
They were nail gels.
Nail gels, that's right. It wasn't pedicures, it was gel nails. And then the third week, we ran into a bit of a problem. We realized that we were asking people to send in pictures of their hair and their hands, and then it came time to give away a pedicure, and we realized, wow, that's going to be really awkward when Tony's asking people to send in pictures of their feet. So Tony thought it would be funny if we worked that into a bit on the show, and then Wayne was like, well, we should probably just get people to, share a link to the, to the episode, because that's probably going to help us grow more than pictures will anyway. And then we put Fear on it. But Fear thought it would be funnier if he actually asked people to send us pictures of their feet.
He's trying to get Tony on some kind of list, he said.
No, I believe that he actually has a thing for feet and secretly
Projecting.
Yeah, he wanted those feet pictures.
Yeah, Tony's got weird feet. Download.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying that he wanted pictures of. Okay, you know what? Anyway, it's don't show pictures of those feet. That is just.
Oh, I hate people's feet.
Yeah, that's not.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
Let's back over
wow.
there.
Oh, that was a good one. Man. Oh, that's terrifying. What is that? Oh, they're dog's feet. Those are hooves. Yes, that's pretty good.
Hooves?
Yeah, those
What dog hooves?
Dog hooves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say that? How many people send in pictures of their, like legitimate pictures of their feet?
Surprisingly, like close to 10.
Wow. That's,
Oh, you nasty.
Yeah. I'm really impressed, people. Good Lord, that's awesome. I like that. Audience participation, that's really, really good. How are we going to pick one person out of all that?
The talents.
Oh man, yeah, but I don't. It's like I think it's funny, and I do want people to have fun with it and stuff like that. But at the same time, I don't want to reward that behavior. I want to give it to the people who actually need it the most. Fear, quickly go through all those pictures. Find the people with the absolute worst feet.
But don't show the worst feet on.
Yeah, we don't want
These
to.
feet are on a dog pillow.
Okay, let's go through. Can we pull them back up? So
No, we don't want to show them.
Oh man, yeah. Well, we're gonna have to because
Yeah,
so people-
chuck those feet up.
chuck those
Yeah.
feet up, Danny.
These look like a hobbit foot that's been shaved.
Let's go through.
Don't say that about our viewers.
They kind of looks more like your face.
Pretty nasty.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I just realized that their names are all.
They don't care.
But you know what? We're sending everybody to.
Kenneth has caveman feet.
Those
Actually, look like hobbit feet.
They do look
Those
like
are Kenneth's
hobbit
feet.
feet.
Oh, by the way, Kenneth, I don't hate kids. I just hate mouthy ones.
He dislikes them.
I hate other people's kids.
What is that?
Andrew, you left your socks on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first picture that was there.
You want to go with the first one?
The very first one at the very top.
Megan Breen.
Megan Breen, yeah.
Congratulations. You have the worst feet.
Megan
posted.
Breen, you have the worst feet that we have on the show. I'm just kidding.
Better looking
Megan,
than my
you have
feet.
beautiful feet.
You should
And
see
you know
his
it.
hooves.
Actually, I broke one of my toes, and it's shaped like that. It just points straight down on its own.
I can do this with my pinky finger. Just-
That's an interesting little party trick that
That's
Wayne
why
can
I
do.
make the big bucks.
That's right. Anyway, well, that was exciting and fun. People get to send us pictures of their feet.
So what is the giveaway for the week-long giveaway this
The
week?
week-long giveaway this time is going to be. Sorry. It's $20 that you can you know. Yeah, it's a $20 gift card from Stacy Peters, licensed nail technician.
She's been bailing us out a lot lately.
She has, man. Jeez, she hooked us up big time, and we still have to make a legitimate, not a legitimate commercial for her.
You know what I will say? Our viewers are going to be some of the best groomed viewers in all of the Pictou County region.
It's so funny that everyone who's watching is going to be much better looking and,
Oh, and haircuts?
and better.
Oh,
They're going to
man.
be much better groomed than we are.
Yeah,
Well,
you at least.
Yeah, I just look at this. Once I have time, I'll probably go to Craig's on Main. Not probably, I will go to Craig's on Main, but once I have the time.
Sponsor drop, nice. I respect that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying they hooked me up, so I'm going to definitely go to them. And if people keep watching, then we'll keep making this silliness. Wayne, did you have a good time this week?
What did they have to do to win that $20 from Stacy's?
Share this episode.
Share this episode. Okay,
Yep.
so we're just, I had a great time. It was good. It was nice to have our first guest.
Oh man, can you believe that? She did so good.
Two things that we planned on when we started the show, or well, mostly you started the show. Musical guests and guests. We had one musical guest and one guest.
So, hey, look, 4 weeks in.
We're on our way.
We are well on our way, folks. And
if you'd like to be a guest.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to be a guest or suggest a Wayne on location, or this is something I want to get in on. If I have an idea for a segment called Train Wayne, where basically it's like dirty jobs. We just take Wayne, he goes to your establishment, and we train him. Oh, did I not run this by you?
No, you didn't say
Okay.
anything about this.
Whoops. It'll have to be on the weekend, though, because he works a day job, and, well, I don't, so it could be any time at all for
Why
me.
don't we get Tony on location?
No, because Tony has to hold the camera. But anyway, this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for you to showcase your business and what you do at your location. And you don't even have to give us any money or any sponsored things to give away and stuff like that. It's just basically going to be like a 4 or 5 minute segment where it's just showcasing your business the whole time. So if you're interested in having Wayne come and take over on a Saturday or Sunday and putting him to work and showing them ropes, and basically just just train Wayne. It's I think it's a hilarious idea for a bit. Or if you and another person think you can handle the heat, we want to have more of those hot sauce challenges with Fear and Paul. So if you guys think you can handle the heat, then let us know and we'll set that up. Until then, I'm probably just gonna have to throw it down and sign off for this week. So for everybody here, I'm Tony DeCoste for Larry and Fear and Lee and camera op Dustin and director Danny and producer Heather, and of course the big fella beside me, Mr. Wayne Rushton, reminding you that there ain't no shore like the North Shore. We'll see you next week, everybody.